Well, you know, I think that having that there, I think that's great. I think it's like, it says all we need to say.
And coming up from downtown is just a great.
Yeah, I know my frozen shoulder business might not be conducive as well, but we're all like arthritic old men now. What was that? Sorry about that. We usually try to wreak as much havoc as we can in the process of these things. I mean, I've been doing this thing for 20 years, and I'm 39. I started when I was 19. And I realized that images in public space make an impact on people when they're not advertising. And so then I was like, well, you know, I'm a really big fan of 1984 and sort of the idea that advertising is propaganda. So let me evolve this thing in a direction that maybe calls you know, the concept of Big Brother to mind, and, you know, pressures people to think about the control of public space and political agendas, etc. So that's how that evolved. Right. Tell me when there's people coming. You think I'm far enough down on the glue? Yeah. All right, let's go ahead. And drop, set it down about an inch off the top, an inch lower than the top. You can basically just let it dangle, and if. Yeah, we look good. Go ahead and drop it. We look pretty straight.
Want me to do that?
No, I'm good. It definitely feels like there's a really strong creative community that's bubbling up, you know? I mean, for my short amount of time here.
Yeah, I grew up in Pittsburgh. Moved away from it to go to school in California, and then lived in New York. And when my wife and I came back here, we always knew there was this, you know, creative, artistic population here.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we geared our place around.
Yeah,
we were
obviously
blown away by. I mean, it surpassed all expectations. I mean, just the raw numbers.
Right.
Way more than we expected, and it's great.
Yeah, that's congratulations. Let it overlap just a teeny bit. Just make sure that it looks like it needs to rotate down on your end. The good thing about Pittsburgh is that there's a lot of spaces that people, you know, don't mind if there's something added to it. You know, I mean, in LA, it's actually hard to find. Even in New York now, it's hard to find spaces that are either going to be, you know, sort of tolerated, or other artists aren't going to go over them because they're in such high demand instantly.
Of course.
You know, so Pittsburgh is great for that. It's okay. This side looked pretty solid. Look at that bottom edge. There's a couple wrinkles. Here comes the 5-0. They didn't get the memo that it's a legal spot.
Good. Turn the pole.
Toward this way, right? All right. Now let's